So these little ebooks that I wrote in ChatGPT have generated 11,000 leads for my coaching business. So if you're a coach, a consultant, you're an online expert, you're selling some courses, I want to break down today how to roll out a ebook or a lead magnet in your business to generate high quality, not only coaching leads, but coaching clients. So check this out. This ebook right here, it's not that one. I don't have that one printed. This one right here, I'll share with you like best case scenario and real quick why I'm doing this. Guys, 6 years ago when I started my coaching business, I couldn't figure it out, which was weird. So I owned a 7-figure business before I got into coaching. I thought, oh, this will be a breeze, dude. I'll jump in, I'll crush it, right? I built my first 7-figure business by the time I was 25 years old. I owned a brick and mortar real estate brokerage. I was the CEO. Man, I was crushing it, right? Wrote a book about it, had a radio show, and I was like, oh, dude, coaching's gonna be a breeze. And I just couldn't figure it out. So why I started recording videos just like this here on YouTube is I wanna help you. So if you're a coach, you're a consultant, you're trying to figure this out, guys, I got nothing but value to give you right now. And so where I first started was I started with ebooks and I kind of accidentally did it. But let me just share with you best case scenario. I don't have it printed, so I had to pull up the ebook version. So this is an ebook that I wrote to help coaches get over $20,000 a month in their business. Side note, I'll put the link for you to download and read this in the description. It's actually 63 pages, my friends. And here's all the chapters that we go into. We break down my entire business. Go get it, read it, check it out. But why I'm sharing this with you, I had put this ebook online, just like I'm doing now. Hey, download my book, right? And my friend Larry wrote it. I didn't know Larry at the time. So I put it online as a digital download, like you're gonna go get right there. And Larry downloads the ebook and he read it. And he said, Nick, by the time that I finished that ebook, I knew that you were the guy that I wanted to hire. And Larry became a $10,000 sale for us. Now, why I share that story with you is I want to help you generate leads for your coaching business right now. So where does all of this start? The fastest way to get coaching leads, like high quality coaching leads, is to turn your knowledge into some sort of an ebook that's a downloadable digital guide. Now, I appreciate that I printed this out. I use this for props in our ads and stuff like that. I suggest you do the same thing, but I want you to think about an ebook, a guide, a checklist, something that just breaks down your system, the thing that you're an expert at. See, if you're a coach, you genuinely want to help and serve people, right? And I realized something very quickly. I was like, wait, if I pour my heart into this data, I can really help people. Like I said with this ebook, Larry read it and he was like, Nick, like, look at this thing. It's an ebook full of my knowledge. And he said, Nick, I was reading it in my home office. And when I finished reading it, I knew that I wanted to hire you. And this is why I bring this up as a way for a coach, yourself, to get high quality coaching clients, consulting clients. See, when you take your expert knowledge and you move it away from a reel or a TikTok or a carousel image, they're able to follow it. So books are immersion. And this is why I'm so hardcore about you starting your business as a coach with an ebook. This becomes the foundation that you build upon. All of my marketing, 11,000 leads and over $1.7 million for our coaching business started with ebooks. So let me explain where to start. Everything starts for you. Your ebook starts with, number one, what is a problem that you want to help them solve? Like a very specific problem. Let's say you're a personal trainer and you help moms lose 20 pounds. Just a simple analogy. You don't have to be a personal trainer, but I think it's an easy example for all of us to wrap our head around. So you help moms get fit, get summer bods, right? Look better in the bikinis, okay? What could you specifically break down? For example, like lose 20 pounds by summer, right? That would be a really specific thing. What else would be specific? A meal plan for moms, like how to meal prep from busy moms on the go. A side note, a buddy of mine is a personal trainer and he wrote an ebook that was what to eat at each fast food restaurant to stay lean and on your macros if you're on the go. Kind of cool, right? But the thing I want you to understand is you're moving away from the 2-minute TikTok into an ebook that allows you to capture their name, their email address, maybe their phone number. So now I have a lead. What an ebook becomes, my friends, they're hand raisers. A lot of people aren't gonna raise their hand just because you have a value, like a value packed TikTok or a reel. But if at the end of the TikTok, in the end of the reel, you say, hey, if you like today's tip, I wrote an ebook for you. So what happens is these ebooks become the easiest way for somebody to go, hey, I want that. So it starts with the problem. I want you to think about the problem, like a very specific problem you can help somebody solve. The very first ebook I ever wrote, it was really funny. Somebody asked me a question. He's like, Nick, how did you start your podcast? And I was like, oh, dude, it was like 45 minutes in a Starbucks. I use Spotify for podcasters. I recorded it all on my iPhone. And he said, dude, this is so valuable. So here's what I did. I literally sat down, which is step 2, okay? And this is what I want you to do, okay? I sat down in ChatGPT. This is wild, okay? So I'm a huge fan of you using AI to talk out some of your ebooks. So I sat down with ChatGPT, and I'm actually filming this on my iPhone. I'm not like a famous podcaster. I don't have a team. I'm on my iPhone right now, or I would show you. But if you go to ChatGPT on the mobile, you can actually just hit the recorder and talk out loud. It's actually how I wrote this one. And so step number 2, I want you to take the problem, and then I want you to open up a new chat in ChatGPT, and I want you to just dump as much amazing data as you possibly can. And I want you in this to teach, absolutely. I want you to share stories, ideas. I want you to share everything you can into this ebook and give away your heart and soul. Alex Hormozi has a quote that I absolutely love. He says, give away the secrets for free, sell the implementation. So back to this podcast guide. I'm not like a really good typer. Maybe you are. So if you're really good at typing, go to Canva, type it out. Go to your Word doc, type it out. I'm just a guy that can communicate what I know. Like I know it here. So I hopped into ChatGPT, voice prompt. I had my Apple AirPods in and I just talked out. I was like, oh dude, step 1, you're gonna go to this. You're gonna buy this microphone. And I just shared as much data as I possibly could. Now check this out. Before I had an ebook in my business, okay? I was posting 4 or 5 times per day. I was hustling, I was grinding, and I was like DMing people. It was pulling teeth to get leads. So I write this ebook. And I said, hey guys, I believe every coach, every business owner should have a podcast. I just wrote this ebook about how to start a podcast. Who wants it? Now check this out. This is the power of lead magnets for coaches, for consultants. 24 hours later, 100 people got this ebook. Now again, the ebook was free to make. I made it in ChatGPT and on a Word document on my computer, okay? I just talked it out. It was no fancy production, nothing like that. It was just a Word document saved as a PDF, uploaded to a Google Drive, right? I'm a baller on a budget, dude. And it was interesting on the post. I just did a little post. Hey, I just wrote this ebook on how to start a podcast. Who wants it? Me. And I was like, did I just like strike gold? Am I magic? Like, I felt like a dude that just invented fire. I was like, man, make ebook fire. Make lead come for coaches. It was interesting to looking at the post. It was shared like 100 times. People were like, hey, you gotta get this. You gotta get this. Thanks, Nick. Thanks, Nick. Thanks, Nick. And so I emailed everybody the book. And here's what happened. They all emailed me back. Bro, thank you. And I was like, dude, like they love this stuff. Here's why. I just truly solved the real problem. And I was just a coach. The best way for you to start getting coaching clients is just to show them really, really awesome stuff. Again, back to Hormozi's quote, give away the secrets for free, sell the implementation. And the thing I want you to understand is your job is to show them how awesome your meal prep guide is, your system, your knowledge, your strategies, how big your heart is, how much you genuinely care. And why I like this, because I like to communicate what I know, right? Like I want to tell people, I want to tell the world about how to build a 20K per month coaching business. Like I do, I love it, right? So for me, as you can see, I can just talk out what I know. And so for you, if you got to type, but for ChatGPT, just talk it out. And it's going to give you this huge freaking book, which is the coolest thing ever. And then I just want you to grab that. This isn't like a step-by-step tutorial. Please know, like I'm not the techie guy. If you can't figure out how to use a Word document, YouTube that, how to do a Word document, how to do a PDF. So I talked it out in ChatGPT, got all of the data, right? And then I took that and then I saved that on one giant Word document and saved it as a PDF. That's it. And then step 3, which is my favorite, promote it. You get to go promote it. And how would you promote it? The same way you're doing now, right? Like you're going to Instagram, maybe go to your Instagram story. I'll share with you, this is so funny. Okay, so let me connect the dots for you, okay? Like this is my my lineage of ebooks that led us to 11,000 leads. So I do this podcast guide and I was like, this is freaking insane, dude. Like I love this thing, right? And so the very first day, we got 100 leads on it. Well, I was like, okay, there's something with this here. They love it, right? So check this out. You're gonna laugh so hard. So I took it and I ran that exact post. I just boosted it. I ran it as a boosted post, so a paid ad on Meta, on Facebook and Instagram. Okay, so here's the problem. Here's the podcast guide. And I took an already good post, and that's where you promote it, right? It could be an image, could be a carousel image, could be you on your reels, on TikTok, anywhere. You're gonna start promoting your ebook, just having them raise their hand, right? And so I took it and I ran it as a paid ad. I spent 50 bucks is all I spent. I was doing $50 per day. Here's what happened. 2 days later, like the ad got turned on. We generated 221 leads in 24 hours with that podcast e-guide. And I was like, you gotta be kidding me. People were responding, hey, how do I work with you? How do I sign up for your program? And I'm like, from the podcast guide? I just showed them like the tools I was using, but it was data that they didn't have. And I started sharing with them inside of the guide how we built our business off of a podcast and all the above. So then here's what I did. Now this will connect everything for you full circle. So what happened? Oh, how to generate leads. So then I wrote this guide, how I generated 221 leads in 24 hours with Facebook ads and ChatGPT, because it was a ChatGPT generated guide. And then same thing, I talked this one out. This is so freaking rad. You're gonna love this. I went down to my fire pit at our community. Check it out right here. And I literally was hanging out in shorts, poured an iced tea, and I put in my AirPods again. And I want you to see the whole system full circle. And once you unlock this, you're like, Nick, let's freaking go. Dude, you will be generating so many leads. So I sat down with ChatGPT. Again, I had a hoodie on, my Alpha AirPods in, and I'm on my iPhone talking to ChatGPT. And I was like, all right, so here's what we did. And I literally worded this as, hey, I'm talking to you right now in ChatGPT about this story. Let me break down step by step how I generated 221 leads in 24 hours. And then sure enough, ChatGPT, and I was like, copy, paste into a Word document, save the Word document as a PDF, and then we went online and promoted it. Side note, this is actually how I promoted it, which was really cool. I knew I was gonna need this, and this is a trick for you too to promote yours. I wanted a prop like this to like hold up in our ads and stuff like that. So I run down to FedEx Kinko's and I get this printed off. And I walked outside and I went selfie mode. I think I put my phone on the hood of my truck and I was like, hey guys, hot off the presses down here at Kinko's, who wants it? 1,000 leads with this. And clients. And guys, these eBooks have changed my business. And now obviously I'm like super organized on it, right? Like I'll take time to flush out a 63-page ebook right now and people read this and get value and data. But that's the lineage of how we started with eBooks for me as a coach. And right now I've generated 11,000 leads with this. So again, come up with a very specific problem that you know your dream client is struggling with. Sit down with ChatGPT and break down that again, meal prep guide, how to get more fit, right? How to save money on their taxes, whatever it is, the beautiful thing that you do. And I'd love to hear from you in the comments. What does your business do? Like, what are you a coach of? What are you a consultant of? Teach, give ideas, give strategies. Like I did in that new ebook. And like I said, it's in the description. I had got to a point where we passed $1 million in my coaching business. I was like, oh dude, like I think every coach wants to just break 20 grand in their business and not make $1 million a month. I should write what we did. And I broke down our Facebook ads. I broke down our email marketing. I broke down our Kajabi funnels and everything that I could teach. And again, that was me on my AirPods, talking into ChatGPT, breaking it down and using ChatGPT as a marketing assistant, almost like an ebook ghostwriter, right? Saved it as a PDF. And now at this point, right, I'm not a beginner. We use Kajabi and we use their ebook funnels. You'll see that link over there. It'll use technology to then email you the guide. It'll be set up on the autoresponder. When I first started, I was like manually sending this to people via DMs, manually sending it via emails, right? And then go to social media and start promoting it, right? Now, a bonus tip for this would be, once you have an ad, like I did, right? Let's say you record a reel and you're like, hey, get my guide, get this thing, right? I'm gonna help you become a better mother, a better father, all the amazing things that you do, right? Play piano better, play guitar. I've met the most incredible, amazing coaches, right? Let's say you go promote this on your Instagram and you're like, hey, if you want my guide, comment guide below. And real quick, you always do that. So tell them all about your guide. I highly suggest print it off and hey, if you want this, comment guide below, comment mom below, comment meal below, whatever, right? And if it starts working, guess what? You now have tested a winner. Then take that exact video and run that video as a meta ad at $50 per day and watch what happens. Your business will literally change overnight. And why I'm sharing this with you, when I first started my business 6 years ago, I was like, how are they doing this? These 50K, these 100K months. And I'm like, what in the world? And then I realized they had found a lead magnet or some sort of a masterclass, a webinar, something that got people to raise their hands. And then they were taking that, proving it worked, and then putting that in front of more people. So whether they had the organic followers or they paid for them with paid ads, that's how these big coaches were blowing up and doing these huge launches. And if you break it down to like the root, everything started with a really good lead magnet. And in my business, it just started with simple, basic eBooks, first made in Canva, you know, when I didn't even know how to use ChatGPT. And now we use them with ChatGPT. I'll have ChatGPT help me write them out, help me talk them out. And they've been huge for my business and will be so huge for your business too. And why I love doing videos like this is I walk my talk, right? These are the exact marketing strategies that I've used to build my business. And so if you want to learn more about this, like I said, you kind of see an ebook in action, go grab this ebook. It's a guide to get over $20,000 per month and actually help people as a coach. I'll put that in like the show notes over there and it'll teach you a ton, my friends. But what I want you to do moving forward, yes, you have homework with me, Nikki T, on a YouTube video. Like I hate those YouTubes where they leave you with nothing. Here's your homework. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to do this. Like, here's your homework in the next 24 hours. Yes, I want you to get leads. I want you to build your business. I want you to get clients and get to 10, 20, 30, 50 grand, whatever it is. Achieve all your dreams, okay? Ebook. I want you in the next 24 hours, go make your ebook. Here's what I need you to understand. Done is better than perfect. Here's what I know about you. If you're still watching me 15, 16 minutes in, you know your stuff, you wanna help people. Good, get on ChatGPT, blurt it out. You can actually take a past webinar, you could take a past podcast interview, or just get on camera and teach. I like to teach this way, so like I could take this right now, drop this into ChatGPT with the transcript and have an ebook spit out 10 minutes later. So I want you to go make your first ebook, and it doesn't have to be perfect, okay? And when you're done, I need you to come back to the comments and be like, Nick, I made my ebook. Number 2, I want you to go promote it, okay? I can spell promote, I promise. That's a real word, that says promote. What I want you to do is get the ebook. I highly suggest go in and print it off. Run down to a print shop, go to your home printer. Like this one, it was so funny. I live in like an apartment community here in San Diego, and we had a workshop coming up and I didn't have time to go to the printer. So I just had the front office print it for me on like this little like home printer. Like, look, it works, it gets it done, right? So get the thing printed off and hold it. And what I want you to do is promote it. What does that look like? A 1 minute, 2 minute video of you explaining, hey guys, my name's Susie and I wrote this mom's guide to being a better mom, or you know, whatever it is, right? How to organize your closets better. And I want you to hold it and I want you to do this, okay? Here's your script. I want you to teach a little bit inside of it. Hey, so I wrote this guide for moms to get more shredded for summertime. And hey, real quick on page 5, I share with you guys the dopest meal plan and da-da-da-da-da. I want you to teach it. You're already doing this now with your reels, with your TikToks, with your carousel images. So I want you to teach inside of this. And then at the very end, I want you to have a call to action. It's called a CTA. And what I need you to do is tell them how to get it. Now, if you're advanced, you could have that on your website. Like I said, we have ours and a Kajabi website. Or you could just simply say this, hey, comment guide. Comment dad, comment fit, comment money, comment wealth, comment AI, whatever below, or you could just have them DM you. Now to go advanced 101, which this video isn't, you could tie that into mini chat. Just side note, if you wanna go, I don't do videos like these. What you can do is actually automate that with mini chat. So if you say guide, mini chat will see that word come out on your Instagram and then DM them that, which is pretty cool. So like if you go follow me on Instagram, it's just my name, Nicholas Trevillian. Every new follower I get, mini chat, not me, sends them a DM that says, hey, thanks for following. Do you want to get one of my guides, right? So guys, I walk my talk. That's a little advanced stuff for you. And don't worry about that. If you're advanced, go do that. If you're not, just say this, guide. And then guess what? Ready? Deliver the guide. Yes, deliver the guide. Hey, here's your guide. Yes, you can automate that with an autoresponder like Kajabi. Yes, you can automate that with a DM autoresponder like MiniChat, but as simple as it is, just go deliver the guide, okay? And then here's how you're going to make money. Number 4, ask for help. What do I mean when I say that? Hey, you just got my guide. Now, why would somebody download a guide about, for example, here, why would somebody download a guide about how I generated 221 leads in 24 hours? Well, some part of them wants to get more leads. Correct? Correct. Why would a mom download your Lose 20 Pounds by Summer guide? The thing I want you to understand, and the whole point of this entire video is, these are hand raisers. Meaning it's an easy barrier to entry to say, I want to learn guitar, I want to get more fit, whatever the thing is that you sell. I want to make more money, I want a better website, I want to sing better. That's it, okay? So I need you to reach out and ask them if they want help. Hey, you just downloaded my mom's Get Fit for Summer guide. Would you like help losing 20 pounds? Alex Hormozi's quote, again, I said it twice, it's so important. Give away the secrets for free, sell the implementation. So check this out, this guide right here, the one I just want you to download. My friend Larry downloaded it. I shot Larry an email. Hey Larry, you downloaded my guide. Would you like help building a $20,000 a month coaching business? And he says, oh my gosh, Nick, I would. And I said, cool, man, schedule a call. We hopped on a call. I got to know Larry. He's an awesome dude. He helps attorneys. It was fantastic. He's like, dude, teach me. Got him into my program. It started with an ebook. It started with a guide. So right here, I want you to, whether that's DM, hey, you got my guide. If you ask for their email address, email them again. Hey, you got my guide yesterday. Would you like help? Would you like to hop on a call? Would you like to hop on Zoom? Would you like a one-on-one consultation? And what we have to do is follow up with those leads and nurture those leads and turn them into a client, a customer, revenue for your business. But here's the thing, somebody raising their hand for this has some part of them that wants the thing that you sell, which is really fun. So in the ebook, talk about something you're truly passionate about, and more importantly, that your dream customer is struggling with. It's funny, when we rolled this out, I made like 100 grand over the next few months with this because all these people said, yo dude, help me, help me, help me. And then we automated it with paid ads. We automated it with sales funnels. And I watched the business truly start running on autopilot. And we got to a point where like this month I've generated 1,100 leads just from my ebooks. How powerful is that? So again, this isn't about me. If I had to start my coaching business over, I would start with an ebook. I would start with right here, everything that I taught you guys. I would start with a problem they're struggling with, write it in ChatGPT, download the PDF, and then promote it. And then, like I said, the bonus tip would be, once you feel people want that and you've tested that out to work, go take that, turn that into a meta ad, run that as an ad on Facebook and Instagram. And then we will finish again with your homework as a fun reminder. Go write your ebook in the next 24 hours, promote it on social media, get your first lead, and then deliver the lead, and then reach out to them and try to schedule a call. And when you get your first lead, I want you to come back to this video and be like, Nick, I got my first lead. It would be my honor to help you and serve you, and just I want to hear about it, right? Which would be awesome. I remember what it was like struggling in my coaching business to not know how to get leads. And my friends, I've had this just passion to help coaches so much, because I know why I started my coaching business. I just wanted to help people. And I'll tell you this, 6 years later, like, we have clients now internationally, which is wild. So I'm in San Diego. I have clients now all across the country, in England and Dubai. We've been able to help so many people. And I know you want that too, but it starts with a lead. And I know that's like a dirty word in our business. Content is the pretty words. No, you need leads. You have to have people raise their hand that have the problem that you solve. That's it. There's only one way to get paid. You're not trying to pop off and go viral, my friends. I hate to burst your balloon here. You don't want that. If you're a mom that helps moms get fit, you want more moms saying, hey, I want your guide. If you teach piano, you want more people saying, I want to learn piano. That's the game. And for me, it's just slowed down so much. I'm less concerned about popping off on social media and more concerned about serving people. My program is actually called Solve and Serve. We solve problems and we serve people. Write a guide that solves problems. It will become the foundation, because people read that and go, dude, I want her help. I want his help. And that's what's happened to me. So I hope you learned a ton from this one. I've had an awesome time putting this, as you can tell. I'm having a blast. I feel like a kid in a sandbox where I'm like, hey, here's all my toys. Do you want to play with them too? But real talk, go run this. This isn't a joke. Go roll this out and get some leads and come back and be like, dude, I just made 10 grand. And I know this because I've generated millions of dollars doing this exact formula. And so I'm honored to share this. Subscribe to the channel for more. I got a bunch more stuff coming out about marketing for coaches. If you look at the show notes, I'll have upcoming events and we have challenges coming up. I'm getting ready to host a Meta Ads Bootcamp where I'm going to teach you not only eBooks and lead magnets, how to actually then turn that into a paid ad. So if you check the show notes, I've been working on doing these every few months, once a quarter. So we have a Facebook and Instagram Ads Bootcamp coming up, and it's just been an honor to serve you guys. If I missed something, drop me a question, please. I don't have a team. I respond to all of them myself. So if you're like, yo, can you clarify this a little bit? Sure, I'd be happy to. Drop a comment. Guys, my name's Nicholas Trevillian. It's been an honor to teach today. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.